This is bullshit. It won't let me do sideways. It's so dumb. There we go. I'm over this shit. Let's see. All right, let's just wait until we get some people here. You know, there's a little bit of a delay. What does this do? Nope, that doesn't do anything. I'm not sure if anybody's going to hop on here, but we'll see. I don't think anybody's on here. Whoever's on here, can you hear me? This is my first time going live, so I'm I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. But if you can hear me, let me know. Sound off in the chat there. And what's this? We'll wait for a couple people. I don't know how many people are going to be on here, but it's my first time going live, so if anybody's watching, you know, this is the first live stream, so yeah, it looks like we got a couple more people. What's happening? Stoke Cologne 316 here. maybe that'll get more people here. What's up, Jaden? All right, my first viewer. Oh, I got 10 people watching. All right. Grim, what's going on? Thanks for joining. We're going to wait for, I think there's a couple people piling in here. Derek, what's up, dude? Jaden, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. I got my laptop here, so like my phone is here, and I got my laptop so I can see the chat better because I'm old as fuck and I can't see. What's the topic? Kind of a free-for-all. Heavy water. I've never seen your name before. Welcome. I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? This is my first live stream, so you know. Center of the day, I'm wearing Coach Green. Dude, I love this stuff. Picked it up yesterday. At Burlington near my work. And I've been wanting to get this one for a while. I think this is the best Coach fragrance in the line. It smells like a greener Sauvage. But it's not as like immature as Sauvage. It's like soapy clean. And it's got oak moss at the bottom. So it's a greener Sauvage. It's really, really good. It projects like for the first hour pretty loud. And then it kind of settles closer to the skin. But I like it. This is one of the better Coach fragrances. I think I have the whole line now. I got the original platinum, blue, and then the green. I believe that's all of them, if I'm not mistaken. Sell that. You sell that. Sell what? ET got vintage. What's up, man? I'm good. Yeah, I'm I'm trying, dude. So backstory real quick. I'm live today because I didn't go to work. My wife has my other set of keys. So I was literally out the door to work and I was like, where are my keys at? Turns out she forgot to get gas yesterday. So this morning, right before she left with my daughter to drop her off at her parents before she went to work, I hurried up, grabbed my keys, gassed up her car, left my keys in her car, and now I have no way getting to work. So I ended up taking a day off from work. So I was like, you know what? Let's do a live and, see how it goes. So you sell that. It's Cologne. I don't. I probably will eventually. I have a huge collection. It's not in this room. It's in my my bedroom. So like the name, yeah. I've been wanting to kind of do this for a while. I started the channel last year, so I'm wearing a Cologne Amouage Reflection Man. Not sure what the real thing smells like though, so I can't tell how close it is, but I enjoy it. What cologne are you wearing? I have one. It's Mouge Affection. It's a cheapy one from, I think it's Camaro Perfumes or Milestone Perfumes. I don't remember. It was one of them bargain bin ones you get at Marshalls and TJ Maxx. So, yeah. I do have a sample of the real Reflection Man, and that's pretty good. I mean, it's hyped for good reason, but Dua's cologne, yeah. Yeah, you like your Duas, Derek. I know you like your Duas. But yeah. Yeah, and crap, where's that one at that... Oh. I don't know if you guys saw my shorts video. I did two of them. I did one on Coach Green, and then Dude, I found this one too. This is 15 bucks. Does anybody have any information on this? I went on the website, sandandfoghome.com. This fragrance doesn't exist on the website. So this is like a rare freaking cheapie. But it reminds me of like Reflection Man with like cool water, and it's like very fresh, clean, and a little soapy, powdery. But it just blew my mind for 15 bucks. I just don't know the notes. There's nothing on here. I searched YouTube. I searched online, and someone on eBay selling it, but there's no description of the fragrance. So if anybody has seen this in the wild at TJ Maxx, I know Whiskey and Leather, they've been coming out with some stuff at the rack stores. They got like musk. There's like a musk one and all that. Next time you do a live stream, can you do a booklet? Can you elaborate on that? I don't know what that means. I don't know. Do a booklet. I don't know what that means. I'm not using a mic, so that's why I was asking if you guys can hear me. I got my phone plugged in to its charging because I don't want to lose battery juice on here, but I don't have any sort of timeline of when I'm doing this still, so I'm just kind of shooting the breeze. But yeah, again, this, if you see this at TJ Maxx, dude, this is really good. Yeah, check out the atomizer too. Yeah. There's got to be white florals in here or something. It's giving me, God, it's reminding me of something. I can't pinpoint it. It's not like Invictus or nothing. It smells a little mature, but it's really good. I wore it out the shower yesterday, so you'll see this on my Stunners of the Week video at the end of the week. So, yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. I like Miami Glow by J-Lo as a teenager. Never tried that one. Never tried that. Do me a favor, hit that like button. We got 6 people. I only got 2 likes. Let's Help a brother out. What? What was your first fragrance? If you actually search my channel, you can hear the backstory. But my first fragrance that I ever got was from the brand Belcom, which was it's like a cologne kind of house. You could find this probably at Walmart on like the bottom shelf. But when I was 8 years old, I got for Christmas Belcom Nitro, which was a clone of Hugo Man. So I have Hugo Man. I have Hugo Man Extreme. Kind of fresh, spicy, a little piney. Very 90s nostalgic kind of stuff. That's why that was like my first real fragrance. Not like real fragrance, but as a kid, that it really, really got me interested in cologne. My first was Tommy Hilfiger. I need to get my hands on that one again. Yeah, I mean, that one's all over the rack stores. That's a good one. If you want a niche version of that, Fougères Marine from Montel is really, really good. So I don't have Tommy Hilfiger because of that reason, because I don't need it. And that shit's strong, that Montel Fougères Marine. It's potent. Mine was Aspen. Yeah, that's an old school one. But yeah, Belcom Nitro. It's a direct clone of Hugo Man. And that year, I think it was 8 or 9, and for Christmas, I got a leather jacket, my first leather jacket. My mom gave me a thing of cologne. I got hooked immediately. My dad used to wear Hugo Man, a lot of Hugo Boss fragrances. He didn't have a big collection, but he was always smelling good, so it's very nostalgic. Gorilla Tag Pro 123. Hi, what's up, man? We got 3 likes. This is weird. There's a delay. I got my YouTube studio thing or whatever, so it's like there's like a 5-second delay. But yeah, I don't know what you guys want to talk about. Again, this is my first live stream, so we're just shooting the breeze. Do you have a remedy for shoulder pain? Derek said, yeah, if you lick my butthole. Step Brothers quote reference, if you've seen that movie. Derek, I'm making you a moderator. I don't know how to do that. Add as a moderator. I told you that a while ago I was going to make you a moderator. Derek is one of my buddies. I talk to almost every day. We talk fragrances. We're big Zahara fans. Let's see. Can manage black. Let's see what happens. Managing. Boy, what do I do? Just start kicking people out for no reason. You're the stunner of their ass. What? Nah. Can you be one? Well, this is the first one, so I need Derek. I know and talk to, so I'm gonna leave him as a moderator for now. Until people start acting like assholes, I'll add more over time. But yeah, over time I'll start adding more people. The more people I get on the chat, I mean, obviously the more mods I'll have. But really, it's only for people that are like, talking out of line or just being disrespectful. Like, I don't know. I'm keeping Derek as the only moderator for right now, because I don't know when the next time I'll do a live stream. It's hard to schedule them. Today I just happened to have no transportation to go to work, and decided to stay home, and I was trying to do some stuff around the house, and I'm like, let's go live. So you'll get that more after kids are out of class. I mean, I don't get a lot of trolling. You'll get that more after kids are out of class. I don't know what that means. Heavy water. You're confusing me. I don't think kids watch my live streams. It's mostly older folk, I think. But whatever. Everybody's welcome. And I think I have this set for not for kids, so I'd rather not have kids. But I got a couple fragrances here on my desk that I kind of just brought out. Any Terre d'Hermes fans out there? I have a pretty good cologne. Kids out of the pool. I'm a kid at heart. I thought it was... Dude, everybody's spring break is like within the whole month of March. It's like different weeks. My wife, she's a special ed teacher. Her spring break starts next week, so she'll be home all week. Adult swim time. Jaden, I'm a kid. Well, thanks for joining, Jaden. I'll try to keep the language, you know. OG Grave. OG Grave. I forgot how to pronounce it, but yeah, I have a sample of that actually. It's in the other room. Great opening. Got a citron kind of vibe to it, and then it's very woody. That's some good shit. That's some good stuff. But any Terre d'Hermes fans out there, I have... Check out Rasasi Fatan Pour Homme. Smells identical. Apparently, it's supposed to be in between the EDT and the Parfum. Very earthy. Very... the opening's a little harsh. But this has been sitting for a little bit, so it's getting a little bit more rich, so it smells a lot better. My husband wears original Stetson. The amber-colored one is good. Yeah, I mean, I've probably had Stetson a while ago. I gave Terre d'Hermes Parfum to my barber, missed it, and decided to go with the OG. Damn it, Derek, you should have sent that one to me. Just kidding. It doesn't matter if people say bad words. All right, Jaden, you're cool. Yeah. Do you have a TikTok? I do have a TikTok. It was funny. I created one, and then I just never used it. I'm not really big on TikTok, to be honest. And then with that whole ban that was happening, I don't know. I'm not... I think that I started doing YouTube shorts, and then I started doing longer videos, and then I was starting to put all my shorts on the TikTok. And I don't have the app. My account is still there, but I don't have any sort of, I don't have a lot of content on there. So YouTube, you're going to find all my content here. All right, I need to go. Have a great day. Thanks, Jaden. Appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button. I do have those super chats and whatnot. You guys don't have to use it, but I mean, obviously it helps out the channel. They are turned on if you happen to want to be generous. Again, I'm not forcing you, but it is there. But yeah, this Rasasi Fatan Pour Homme, this was like $15. Dude, this is a beast. It's a beast. Best cheap light blue type frag. God, I should know this. Perry Ellis Blue Sky. Check that one out. It doesn't smell identical, but that or there used to be a super cheapie at Walmart, Shades of Blue, I think, which is a clone. But honestly, light blue, you can find for real cheap. I have a big, like, 6-ounce bottle of it. I got for like $40. Just get light blue. Light blue is so cheap now where it's like you don't even need to get a clone. I have light blue intense. I have the original light blue intense, and then I have Italian Love, which is really good. A lot of patchouli in that one. But yeah, that one's light blue is a classic, man. It's timeless. But yeah, Perry Ellis Blue Sky. I mean, if you want to go like cheap, Perry Ellis Blue Sky kind of has that vibe. Mix that with like a little bit of chrome, so it is fresh and bright, but just get light blue. I mean, I know it's been reformulated, but just get light blue. The Intense gets all the love, but I like Italian Love too. I don't like Summer Vibes. I tried that one. That was like a year or two ago, but then I guess they're coming out with a new light blue this year, so kind of excited to try that. There's a lot of ones that I need to try, like the new Aqua de Jo Elixir. I need to try. I heard that one's kind of got violet leather in it. A lot of people weren't huge fans of it. but because it does smell closer to Profumo, which that's my favorite fragrance. So yeah. What else do I got here? I talk about this one a lot. This one is fantastic if you like some barbershop type of stuff. Again, Cool Water Sauvage, Dylan Blue. Just add barbershop, like make it an extra green a little bit. Oh, this is so good. You can get this in the $20 range, I believe, on FragranceNet. It smells a lot higher quality than what it's priced for, so very good masculine barbershop green type of fragrance, but it is blue. It's blue and green, so I really like this one. This has made my rotation the past couple weeks. So Boucheron Singulier, that's a good one. Solid. And of course, this hasn't left my office, Safari for Men. This is badass. I love this one. That was my scent of the day yesterday. Love it. Better than Dylan Blue. Thank you. It is. I think it's better than Dylan Blue. It does have that vibe, but again, it's to me, I get more Cool Water than anything. Tristan, what's up, man? Everybody subscribe to Tristan. He had some nice words about me. He made a video the other day. He tagged me, and appreciate the kind words, dude. I really appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying the content. I just started checking out your stuff, so eventually, you know, we can do a collab or something. But yeah, I'm doing good. Again, I'm home. Was supposed to go to work, and my wife had my set of keys, so she got both sets of keys. So, and I got no way to go to work. I'm not going to take an Uber. I'm not paying for an Uber to go to work. So Thursdays are usually slow for me at the office. I work at a car auction. I work in arbitration, so it's not a bad gig. Honestly, it pays the bills, and I don't have to work weekends, so no problem. Keep up the great work. Sounds great. Yeah, I just post daily vlogs, occasional fragrance video. Yeah, I mean, I've been into this hobby / addiction. Let's be honest, it is an addiction. I've dialed it back for sure, but yeah, I don't know. Like during COVID, I really got into the fragrance, like not community, but like the YouTube stuff I started. I found Ross from TLTG and a couple other guys, but I don't know, last year I was like, you know what, let's make a channel. Again, it was supposed to be a joke gimmick thing, and then it kind of just turned into, my own thing. But yeah, Ross, TLTG, I know he gets a lot of hate. I know there's a lot of people that are not a fan of him, but I've been following him since he was at like maybe 5,000 or 10,000 subscribers, and he's got over 150 now. And dude puts out great content. I mean, you can't. I know someone the other day said that, told me don't turn into him. Stay humble. And it's like, I get it. He's not everybody's cup of tea, but, he said he's pretty transparent in how he handles things. So you can't knock him for that. Yeah, he is no BS type of guy. I love it. Yeah, I'm honestly, guys, I'm the same way. I'm not going to go out of my way to, I'm not going to make a video about a bad comment or nothing like that. But if people comment stupid shit, I have a right to respond. And that's how he operates. And he does this full time, guys. He's built his own brand. Every single day he's coming out with content. Like the dude never stops. So I props to him, and he does his own thing. And again, he's not everybody's cup of tea. And I might not be either, but it is what it is. Trying to be yeah, dude, just be confident. Like, confident and arrogance is two completely different things, I try to be as confident as I am. I'm very transparent when it comes to, like, if I don't know something, I'm going to tell you. Like, for example, I don't know. like, I'm not a huge note breakdown kind of guy, but like, you know, I'm starting to train my nose a little bit on certain things. But yeah, it's, um, you start thinking like over the years, you start watching some of these reviewers, content creators, and you're like, damn, I didn't realize there was that much to talk about with cologne and fragrances. But man, I went down the freaking rabbit hole, and you know, every day I'm always looking at stuff. So thank you so much for being kind to me. I love your channel. We'll try my best to keep in touch with you. Have a great day. Just don't stop and support. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah. I stopped in on your live stream the other day too, just to say hey. But yeah, man, keep doing what you're doing. Just have confidence. You know. But have a good one, dude. I'll talk at you later. True Dat. I enjoy your channel. TG changed once he got on steroids. I don't think he's taking steroids. I don't know if he is or not. I don't really care. He gets angry over stupid shit and loses his cool. Steroids does cause rage, and he's well. He's on a strict diet too. Like I follow him religiously. Follow him on Instagram, whether he's taking steroids or not. When people are on strict diets, I can tell when he's cranky and when he's not. You know, so just take it with a grain of salt, man. It's his channel. He's gonna do what you want. You know, we're not all gonna be positive, you know, and I'm not trying to defend him. I'm not an ass kisser. I know there's certain a lot of the older channels are coming out and starting to expose people, and it's just like, come on, dude, like, who cares? He admitted he's on testosterone was a steroid. Okay, yeah, whatever. I don't really care. He's obviously doing some bodybuilding thing, and that's what they do. So I have no knowledge in any of that stuff, nor do I, you know. I got metal up and down my legs, so I'm not into the bodybuilding stuff. I have my resistance bands in the morning, and I use these too every morning. These are the rip sticks. I don't know if you guys seen the rip sticks, but before I had my kid, I started using this because I was like, I need upper body strength because I got, you know, metal up and down my right leg from that bone cancer I had. Yeah, it's steroids. I mean, you guys remember in the late '90s with the baseball, like Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire, like I thoroughly enjoyed seeing dudes just like crush it out of the ballpark. Granted, you know, they lied about it, which is like, why would you lie about it, you know? But you know, steroids, whatever. They still exist. Yeah, Derek, they aren't illegal. There may be some against some rules though. Yeah, you know, Ross is gonna do whatever he wants, man. And I'll tell you right now, he doesn't give a shit what you guys say about him or think of him. He's one of those guys, and he doesn't have a lot of friends. And you know, I'm friends with him on Facebook and like Instagram, and you know, I comment on his videos and stuff, and I'm a fan of his content. But like, you know, people need to stop worrying about everybody else's like what personal lives and how they do things and stuff like that. So, you know, does he get testy on some of his live streams? Absolutely, but you know that it's his channel. He's gonna do whatever he wants, so I can't knock him for that. So, but again, I'm not like best friends with him or anything. I'm always late live streams. Yeah, well, I mean, this was kind of spur of the moment. King Yeti. I had time today. I figured let's do a live stream. I'm going up a little bit. Heavy water. I used to buy a lot more for myself, but I don't have anywhere to go anymore. Fragrance wise, yeah, I've dialed back my purchases for. I mean, besides yesterday, I bought a couple cheapies, 2 of them, but before that, I haven't bought a single damn fragrance since like November, I think. I may be wrong on that, but around that, it's been a couple months. But this was the the last one. Precious Treasure from Zaharoff was the last like big blind buy. Your players, wrestlers were on roids, so yeah, all the wrestlers they're on all these supplements and stuff. But enough of that shit. You know, Ross is gonna do what he wants to do. He doesn't care about me. He doesn't care about you. You know what anybody says. But I did. I'll be honest. He did kind of change a little bit. But again, I'm one of those dudes. It's like, dude, you do you. You do you. You know. Is the performance still flaky and precious treasure for you? You know, I haven't worn it in a while, Derek. I'll sometimes spray it on my hand. I think it's just the way that the fragrance is blended and the notes. It's straight wood. It's like very woodsy, but it smells really good. It's like it catches you off guard like hours into the day, But I think performance wise, it's okay. Like I'm really smelling it at the atomizer today. Okay, it's definitely more rich. It might be my nose. The seasons are changing. Spraying on my arm last night. I was like, man, I really need to wear this to work one day. Still haven't done that. Yeah, I wore it to work a couple times. I got maybe 1 or 2 compliments, but again, I work in an office by myself, so I don't really have a lot of people coming in and out. Scent of the day, Cocktail Intense. Is that a Angel Share clone, King Yeti? Let me know. It true to touch some grass, buddy. Did I miss something? He's admitted that he's on testosterone, which is a steroid. Okay. Keep it civil in the comments, please. Or I'll study your ass. What? I've definitely slowed down on fragrance purchases. It sometimes feels like I've collected so much, it's hard to find a DNA that is unique. I agree. Clean Main. I agree. We're always looking for that itch, that that new DNA. Have you seen Cool Water dropping a list? I did. I forgot what the notes are for that. Let me look it up. Was it iFragranceofficial.com or something? Yeah. Cool Elixir. I did see that the other day. Labdanum, Absolute, Rose, Oxide, and Oud Accord. That's going to be a little weird. Do you have a wife? That's a random comment. Yeah, I do. Why do you ask? It's probably the best Angel Share clone. Just doesn't have great performance for $16. Yeah. I got Kamrakawa, and I got Dumont Celerio Epic, which is kind of fruity, a fruitier version. But I do like that Kamrakawa with that coffee note. I haven't worn it too many times. I wore it once, and my wife loved it. And she doesn't like sweet fragrances, but that one's nice and cozy. Cool Water is the last fragrance I'd expect an elixir from. Yeah, dude, me too. I mean, they're hopping on the train. It's Sauvage Elixir really just kind of changed the fragrance game and market. I mean, can you imagine if there weren't any elixirs? Like, what would they be doing? Bleu de Chanel exclusive, I think it's called. I'm dying to get my nose on that. I know it's official that they, that they're releasing another Bleu de Chanel, which it's like finally, if they can top the Parfum, game over, dude. I think they got something cooking. I mean, it's been since 2018 since they released the Bleu de Chanel. Sauvage is great. Alphabet Soup, dude. Really? What size are her feet? Bro, don't make me block you, man. Like, don't be my first troll. Like, be respectful. I'm not gonna answer that fucking. I'm not gonna answer that fucking question. Yeah, dude, don't make me block you. Don't start asking stupid shit about my wife. Seriously, don't. Cocktail Intense isn't as sweet as Camera and isn't as boozy as Shiraz Blend or Royal Blend, but it's still super close. Yeah, I've heard about it, but I don't. Angel Share is very, very sweet and boozy. I think I tried it once. A while ago, but you know, there's so many damn clones. Garrett, real estate broker. You retracted your message. I don't know what you. I was just reading your comment. How do you decide your fragrance budget? Good question. I don't think I can answer that. It's I don't know. I really don't. I mean, I really didn't. Right now, I've been very trying to save because with everything going on and like things are still like expensive. Like groceries are the biggest bill for me right now. And you know, with the kid, and you know, she's still drinking formula, and the formula is pretty expensive. But I really don't have like a fragrance budget. Like I said earlier, I've really dialed back the purchases for quite a while now, and I feel a lot better. So Alpha B, that's sorry. I appreciate the apology, but I don't know why you're asking what size feet she has. That's just fucking weird. So, you know, just you can ask me questions, but when you're asking me stuff about my wife, like her feet, like that's just fucking weird. Rockin' Mercedes-Benz EDT today. So cool. Heck yeah, man. Props. I've heard a lot of your story, man. Major props. Thanks, James. I appreciate that. Yeah. Life's been interesting for me, but man, I embrace it, and I'm glad I'm still here, man. Like doctors told me I shouldn't be here when I was 17, dude. It was, but I'm lucky I went through that because I have my daughter because of that. Like, I don't think you guys know, but like my kid was born last July, and she was technically on ice for 20 years. When I was 17, I did the sperm donor thing. So if I didn't do that, I wasn't going to be able to have kids. So I'm lucky that I embraced and I went through all that. And because now I have her, and she's like my little miracle child. And she was born on me and my wife's wedding anniversary. So my story is very, very, looking back, like, you know, when I went through it all, I was like, oh yeah, this is just my life, whatever. And then like looking back and like when I built a family, and you know, I got my my daughter. Dude, she's awesome. She's always smiling. So yeah, she's my buddy. She's my little angel. I've got 2 daughters, 8 and 6. Yeah. We're talking about having another one. We're just trying to, you know, figure that out. God has a plan for all of us, man. Great taste in colognes too, my brother. Yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah. I'm a freshy kind of guy at heart, so I've been trying to expand a little bit, but fresh fragrances are my jam. I've always been a freshy kind of guy. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Derek. If I'm ever down by you, which I've never been to, I believe you're in Texas. I don't want to tell them where you live, but if I'm ever down by you, man, I'll make sure that we like meet up. And if you're near northwest suburbs of Chicago, you know, it'd be cool to meet up. Wasn't active so much in chat. I was cutting my hair. No, you're all good, dude. This is you know, you can come and go as you please. This is my first live stream, so you know, anybody just tuning in, welcome. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I just couldn't get the time to do it. You know, it's just life. I can't say life's been crazy. It's just been busy. you know. Chicago area is on my bucket list. Yeah, dude. I haven't been downtown Chicago honestly in a couple of years. It's so damn congested and the traffic sucks. I'm like 50 miles completely west of the city. I grew up on the south side of Chicago, like 20 minutes away from the city. It's like by like Midway Airport a little bit. I lived there up until about 2019, and then I moved out west after I got engaged to my wife. But yeah, I'm a South Sider at heart. You can take me out of the South Side, but you can't take the South Side out of me. Will I ever live there again? Probably not. But my parents live down there. I'm about an hour away from where I used to live, so I love my hometown. It's just I had to get out. It was. If any of you guys heard of Cook County, it's like the highest taxes in the country. You know, there's a lot of most of the state of Illinois wants Chicago to be its own state because like the city dictates everything, and I get it. The state makes most of its money because of the city, but dude, it's expensive to even go down there to park and all that. Okay. Yeah, Alphabet Soup, he'll be fine. I mean, the next time he says something, he's out. So I'm just giving him that warning. So we don't have to bring it up anymore. That's why Derek's a moderator. He's my bouncer. I'm out of here, bro. Got a busy day, but be safe. All right, thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I'm just kind of hanging out here. I mean, we can go for like it's at 42 minutes. We can go to like an hour mark, see where we're at. I'm at work. I'm not all here either. Yeah, no worries, dude. Derek, glad to have caught the live. I watch, enjoy your kind of big guy. Have a blessed day, brother. Thanks, Brent Lynch. Appreciate that. Garrett, what designer DNAs don't work for you? Good question. I'm not a fan of the Lana Weed Alone line. There's something about that line I'm just not a huge fan of. I don't know if you see my videos or I say I'm not a big cardamom fan. I realize that like it's not that I don't like the note. The Lana Weed Alone line from YSL, I'm just not a big. I like the Loam line over that, but the Lana Weed Alone line, I don't know, something about it. I have Blue Electrique. I remember buying that when I got hyped up, and Macy's had a crazy sale. Had a crazy sale, and ended up getting it, and I was like, oh, it's that? So I got a full bottle of that. Got to bounce before I do. Which Brioni other than the Intense would you prefer? Eclat. Actually, the whole line. I haven't tried the new leather one, Suave, but the original Intense, Eclat, and Essential is the green one. That one's really good too. But I want to get the whole line. Yeah, gourmand, a sweet fragrance. I'm not a huge gourmand guy. It's really got to be a certain blend. If it's like a fresher gourmand kind of take, I like, but I'm not really into super sweet fragrances. Kamara Kawa that I have is probably like the sweetest that I'll go, but I don't even wear that one a lot. That one's special occasion. Yeah, I'd rather go L'Homme. Yeah, L'Homme Le Parfum I wore actually last week, and that one's a really good one. It's a blue take on the DNA and a lot of Ambroxan and stuff. I'm not really heavy into oud. Paris Corner Caire I have sitting here. This is kind of like it's a fresh oud fragrance. But, you know, I'm not into the stinky, funky wood, oud wood type of stuff. I'm not. Like, even Tom Ford oud wood, like, I have a decan of it, and I wore it a couple times, but, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't think my nose is ready to really dive into oud right now. But this is actually really good. This is a Burlington find too. Paris Corn. Paris Corn's got some good stuff, but I forgot what this is supposed to be cloning. I don't remember, but this is solid. Freshy, but it's got oud in it, so it's not bad. I gotta pull that one out again to wear. Have you tried Chanel Allure Homme OG? I believe I did a long time ago at Ulta. I don't remember what it smells like. Barnyard or pencil shavings oud is a no for me. Yeah, I hear you. Bentley for Men Absolute has kind of that pencil shavings vibe, but it's not like loaded with oud. And again, that's a cheapie. That's very synthetic. So it's, again, I'm not really into oud in general, but yeah, I'm trying to think what other scent DNAs do I not like. I started getting into violet-based fragrances last year, and that's when Bentley for Men Black Edition really. I don't know what happened with that. When I first got that at Ross Dress for Less, I wasn't a huge fan, and then after a day, I was like, wow, this is good shit. Versace Dylan Blues with Granddaddy. That's what I titled that one. Creed Royal Oud is a really good fresh oud. You know what? It was funny. Last month, I was actually looking at buying some samples. I was just gonna buy a ton of Creed samples, and that was one of them that a lot of people really really enjoy. The oud in Zaharoff Extreme is done perfectly. Yeah, you know what? I have the sample of it right here. And let's spray it, because I did my first impressions on it, and Derek, he can vouch for me too, because we were talking about the Extreme. Like right now, it smells really good. It's the opening, the first hour of the opening is really, I don't know, it's very medicinal. Acorn Oak. Hi, Ken. Why do I know this name? Why do I know that name? Who is that? I feel like it's like someone I personally know. By the way, my real name is Ken, so it's not Stone. A lot of people call me Stone, but you can call me whatever you want. Just don't call me an asshole. Or you can, I don't care. I'll just have Derek put you out. Yeah, the thing is with Extreme, Zaharoff Extreme, the dry down smells exactly like Signature Pour Homme, like the original. So that's where I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to get a bottle of it. Yeah, it's a harsh oud in the opening, but everything around it is really good. Yeah, it smells good today. Extreme is still a little too funky for me in the yes, exactly. Derek was super excited to get this fragrance, and he was really on the fence with it, like for the first week or two, and then I got a sample, and I was like, I definitely understand where he's coming from with it. It's not a bad fragrance whatsoever, but it's like it's an acquired kind of. Yeah, I'm getting like a barnyard kind of stinky kind of vibe. So again, it might be just my skin. I'm a huge Zara fan, but I don't know. This is not. I have the original, and if the dry down of this smells like the original, there's no point in me really getting a bottle. I'm glad I sampled. This is another reason why you guys need to sample and not blind buy stuff. And because I used to blind buy for sure, and now I don't. And it'll be nice when you save money. You know, it'll make you feel better. It'll make it like not purchasing a lot will make it. Besides, again, I bought this yesterday, so it's like I kind of went against my, But I've been wanting this Coach Green for a while, so that's why I got it. And then that other one is a super cheapie. $15. So it's not like I'm buying, niche fragrances. But yeah, it's good. It's just that one note is a little too funky. So, but again, that's another scent profile that I'm not a huge fan of. Trying to think. Rose fragrances. I got Zaharoff Black Rose. That's a good one. I'm not too into like florals and stuff, but again, it's got to be a good blend. It's got to be, you know, the rest of the notes have to like blend really well with, you know, notes like rose or something like that. But that's basically Black Rose is signature pour homme with a lot of rose. It's very masculine, very warm too. Signature pour homme, my first and still favorites of Zaharoff. Gotta try the intense. Is I don't mind medicinal fragrances at all. Yeah, you might like it, Bren. You might like it. Sample it though. But you are getting that. It is signature pour homme, but it's got that funky kind of weird oud in there. So, but after like an hour on me, it calms down, and then it smells like a semi darker signature pour homme. Yeah, it's good. I don't know if I'll get a bottle. I don't know. I always say if you're not sure, don't go through with it. I'm one of those people. Don't commit if you're not sure. I'm telling you, you'll sleep better at night. Do you have any Creed Viking cologne dupes or samples? No, I have. I had a sample. I had a 2 ml sample of Viking. Just a regular Viking, but I've actually never smelled Viking cologne. So that's going to be. Thank you for reminding me, Derek, because I do want to get my nose on that. Cheers. Cheers, Bren. I'm drinking water. I ain't drinking a beer. What? A Steve Weiser. What? In the air, the sillage is nice. Zaharoff's Extreme, I'm assuming you're talking about? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's coming down. It's weird that there's no lavender because I kind of smell that lavender type of vibe in it. So, it's like I gotta give my nose a break every couple minutes, and then when I smell it, I'm like, "Ooh, this smells good." So, how's everybody doing today, though? You all do what are you guys wearing today? Let me know what you're wearing. If you're just joining, I'm wearing Coach Green. This is. I feel bad for liking this because it does smell like Sauvage, but it smells way better than Sauvage. It's greener Sauvage. It's got that oak moss at the bottom is just, it's really good. And that kiwi up top is really fruity. It's nice. Whoa. What other fragrances are coming out? Let's look. Intense Instant Crush. They're making an intense Mancera Instant Crush. Yeah. Baccarat Rouge 540 is another fragrance scent profile that I'm not a fan of. Not big on saffron, really. That one's got like a cotton candy kind of vibe to it, and I'm not a big fan of that. Parfums de Marly, Castley. Yeah, I don't have Parfums de Marly money. So, Impact Parfum, Tommy Hilfiger. They really made a parfum version of that. I'm assuming that was the one that smells like Leighton, I think. Reflection 45 batch. Oh, it's just coming out a new batch of that. Yeah, I don't. Nothing really popping out that I'm interested in checking out. I love the Juventus DNA. I can't get away from that. I wore this yesterday. Insurrection 2 Sport, I believe. This smells more like Juventus Cologne. I wore this yesterday. This thing's a beast. This thing lasted like all day on me. Even when I came home, I took my I had a button up underneath my over my t-shirt, and I just got a huge waft of it. But yeah, this is some good stuff. The citrus on here is very juicy, very watery. So it's more of like an aquatic Aventus, but I think it's just really good cheapy. This was hyped for good reason. So I wore that yesterday, but yeah, I'm a big Aventus type of guy. I got another one here too. Cottelage Infini Absolute. Underrated this one is. Very woody. Think of like Aventus and DR Home 2020. That's what you get on this. Really good. Shit lasts all day too. And this you could find probably $20 range. It's a really good one. Yeah. I got kind of smoky. I like it. Still pretty good. We got three people. Yeah, the chat kind of quieted down. I know this is probably lunchtime, everybody. It's middle of the day. I'll probably schedule another one in the evening, but we are almost to that hour mark. Not a bad crowd for the first live stream. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know what to expect, dude. Again, I had the time. My kids at my in-laws, because I have my car's here. I have no keys, so I figured, what the hell? Let's hop on and make sure I'm doing this correctly. So, yeah, this whole YouTube thing is just weird. I'm still learning about everything. Like, there's a lot of loopholes. Like, there's a lot of settings that you can adjust to try and push your channel out. Like, I've been learning a lot about that. It's not just like get on live all the time. I know there's a lot of people that just hop on lives just to try and get more views and subscribers, and it's like, push out content, you know? Like, that's why I try to push out as much content as I can, but will I eventually do this full time? I don't think so. I mean, I don't want to like, I have my channel monetized, but I don't want to, you know, I don't want to start being a salesman. I just like talking about this stuff. It's a hobby. So I just saw your Facebook message. Yeah, dude, that was like an hour and a half ago, dude. But yeah, this hobby is pretty cool, honestly. But then it's like, you look at your collection, you're like, oh shit, you know, what am I gonna do with all of these, you know? So, but yeah, it's been smelling good. My mom always says, looking good, feeling good, smelling good. So she likes that I have my cologne collection. Oh, dude, this does never, it never gets old. Safari for Men, dude. Oh, spicy, dude. This is so spicy. You don't want to sabotage your hobby and career at the same time by combining them, especially on a platform like YouTube. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like having this as like a side thing and not a full-time thing. 18 here in Ireland. Gotta go to the auto shop. I'm assuming you said 6 p.m.? Hey, I'm Irish. I'm a Southside Irish. I know you are. You Irish people hate that we celebrate St. Patty's Day, which I don't really celebrate. It's just an excuse for Chicagoans to get sandblasted. Auto shop, damn wing mirror indicator needs fixing. Hey man, I appreciate you popping in. Hope you get your mirror fixed. Yeah, I'm kind of a car guy. I mean, I'm not like a car guy. I've been in the car business since like 2010. Was a service writer, service advisor for a while. But yeah, I don't really have a dream car. It's just like I like working in. Sorry about that. I had a phone call. I think it was collections. Collections was calling me probably. I don't know. I get all these bullshit phone calls every day. I'm just gonna kind of hang out here for a bit. You know, I mean, you guys are welcome to pop in and out. I had a lot of time and just wanted to hop on here and we'll see who else is on here. I got 10 likes. I'm good with that. I'm just eating some peanuts. I gotta update my profile picture. My channel picture was from 10 years ago. I dressed up as Stone Cold Steve Austin for Halloween, and my buddy, or it was a coworker at the time. He had a replica belt. It was like a 30-pound replica world championship belt. It was an undisputed title, and I wore that for. I was carrying that around at Halloween. And I had the knee braces and stuff. I had a goatee and all that. And it was fun. I had the what shirt on there. It was pretty good. I lost my what shirt. I think someone took it from me. Yeah, 6 p.m. belated Patty's Day, brother. It's a Merc. And to replace the unit is $160 now. However, quick prayer maybe. Yeah, man. Hopefully, jerry rig it. There's always, if there's a will, there's a way to find some. You need a logo. Yeah, I do need a logo, man. I've been messing with some AI app. Like, if you guys see my thumbnails have gotten better. I've been using just like a base template. Doing what I can. But I used to screenshot part of my video and then use that as the thumbnail. But, fake it till you make it kind of thing. But I'm glad I got that AI. It's not really an AI. I don't use AI, but it's one of them like Canva apps. I forgot what it's called. But it's like a free app. And I've been doing everything on my phone. I don't do anything on my computer. So, like, all the videos are recorded on my phone, and I edit through iMovie. And I kind of, not mastered, but learned, like, how to edit them kind of quickly. But it takes me, I do 30-minute videos. It takes me, like, an hour to edit them and then upload. You got to save it to your phone, and then I got to schedule. Because sometimes I want to, like, I'll record something. I want to put it out the same day, but then it's like I need to sit with my phone. Like, it takes like a half hour to save the videos to my phone. I really need to start saving them to my laptop. But yeah, eventually I'll get like a logo, and I kind of want to write my own song, like an intro song. I'm not getting copyrighted at all for using the Stone Cold theme song. It's not the actual Stone Cold theme song. It's just the band Disturbed kind of covered it. But if you only use it for like 10 seconds, you're not going to get a copyright strike. You have the resources for a song for sure. Yeah, dude, I got so much music gear. I got recording equipment downstairs. It's just, I'm not good at guitar. I'm a drummer, but my the guys in my band Bleeding Sun, they're really good at like whipping stuff up. So I might ask them if they can write me something that has like that Stone Cold theme song, but like not a blatant rip, just something original. Every band write a song for yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do that. I haven't really talked to the guys. We've all been busy. The singer's in Kansas, the guitar player's in Virginia. I'm in Chicago, so we're all over. But I'm wondering if they can whip me up a song really quick. I know Brett can, the singer. He wrote and recorded and engineered and mixed everything. I love Brett. Brett's my dude. Yeah, dude. So let me talk about my music shit for a little bit. So back in 2021, I was on disability. And I've had so many leg surgeries since I was 17. I've had like 6 or 7 because like the device would break. But the cancer never came back, so that's good. But I was on disability, and for about a year and a half, I was on disability. And my favorite band's Seven Dust. So if there's any Seven Dust, oh hey George, what's up George? George the Haroff is in the house, everybody. I think it's just you and Derek in the house. George, you actually live where I grew up. George, you didn't have to do that. What a guy. Thank you, George. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate that. George, actually, you live where I grew up and went to high school. I grew up in Elsip in Crestwood. I went to school to Allen B. Shepherd High School, graduated in 2006. So I'm very, very familiar. My parents still live in Elsip, around 111th and Cicero. I don't know why I said the intersection, but yeah, I grew up there. Because one of your whenever I get a fragrance, I see either like an Oak Lawn or like a another I am 131 at Oak Park. Okay, yeah, I'm familiar. Definitely familiar. Is that Palos Heights? Okay. Because my wife grew up in, she's from Palos Hills. So, I know you did the Zed Creator thing around, the first time around, you guys were at a banquet hall, literally right down the street from her house. So, Chicago Christian. Okay. Did you, between Ridgeville and Harlem, yep. Did you, you used to go to that Greek church that's in Elsip on Laverne or Leamington? Because I literally was riding my bike in those neighborhoods when I was growing up. Yes, the country club, yeah. Small world, yeah. I remember when, like a couple years ago, I would see your guys' making the Zed Creator thing, and I was like, I know exactly where they're at. I know you and Ross went rack store shopping in Crestwood one day, and I'm like, dude, I used to live like behind the Target over there. I was on Plainfield over there in Crestwood. That's where I originally was like born, and then we moved to Elsip back in like '95. So, and now I'm in Hampshire. I decided to move northwest. So, yeah. I was just saying earlier, you could take me out of the South Side, but you can't take the South Side out of me. So, my parents are still down there. I don't go down as much as I used to. I mean, I'm about an hour away, but yeah, yeah. The side, South Side never leaves. It doesn't. It's man, it's tough. It's a tough. I know it's the suburbs, but I mean, yeah, yeah. I didn't really want to move, but like taxes with Cook County and stuff, it was just getting much, and you know, right after I met my wife, I ended up getting sick with cancer again, and ended up moving in with her, and then her parents were wanting to sell their house, so they moved up to Crystal Lake, and then not shortly after that, we ended up moving to West Dundee, right off of 90 and 31, and then end of 2020, we ended up getting our house in Hampshire. So we weren't wanting to move west, but I found this house and I just fell in love with it. And it's got a basement, so I've traveled everywhere. There's nothing like the south suburbs of Chicago, and it's familiar. Yep, I agree. Every time I go back, I mean, I do get a little anxiety on Cicero Avenue because it's really because I take 90 to 294, get off 127th, take that Cicero, and sometimes because my wife's my sister-in-law lives in Elsip too, so we do go back and forth every now and then. What kind of cancer? So when I was 17 in 2005, I had osteosarcoma, bone cancer in my right distal femur. So I ended up doing a year and a half of like super intense chemo and all that, and I had basically my whole femur replaced and my knee and part of my tibia. Last surgery I had was about 4 years ago, but it never came back. And then when I was 30, this is the cancer when I met my wife. It was non-Hodgkin's B-cell plasmablastic lymphoma. Just very rare, and I had it was like a mouth growth I had. Thought it was a tooth abscess, and I got biopsied, and they're like, you have a lymphoma. And I was like, what? And then it regressed. So like 6 months into me dating my wife, we had this huge, like, you know, this diagnosis, and then it regressed on its own. And then beginning of 2018, we ended up monitoring it and did a PET scan, and it started popping up in my left humerus bone. And then from there, I did 4 rounds of chemo at Christ Hospital. And then we ended up courthouse marrying because we were already engaged, and we ended up going courthouse marriage at the Bridgeview Courthouse. And then I got on her insurance, and I did a stem cell transplant at Loyola in Maywood. Yeah, I am a survivor. I've had a couple relapses over the years too, but they've all been kind of, I don't want to say debunked, but like I had a wisdom tooth last year pulled, and there was something growing behind it, and they biopsied it, and it ended up being the lymphoma. But then it never reappeared. So we're thinking now it's like a local oral kind of thing. So now I go to the dentist every 90 days to get my teeth cleaned because I don't want that shit coming back. And I never had major symptoms of that lymphoma. It was just like a mouth growth, and like my blood levels were fine. It wasn't like super tight or anything, but it was like a rare thing. I had to fly to Boston to the Dana-Farber clinic to go talk to the specialist because on Google it was like a death sentence. And the cancer derives from HIV, and I'm negative, which works against me, I guess. So it's a big rabbit hole of you know, big rabbit hole of learning about that, like the B cells, and like our human anatomy is crazy insane. Your daughter was a match. Oh, yeah. So my daughter, she's 8 months old. And when I was 17, I was saying this earlier, when I was 17, the doctors told me to do the sperm bank thing. Now that's 2005. So we ended up going to the fertility clinic at the end of 2023, and we did the insemination thing. So technically my daughter is like 20 years old. But yeah, we went to the fertility clinic, so I do have that luxury because I am technically sterile now, but we do have that luxury of like scheduling a birth, you know, in fertility. I'm a huge fan of it, and you know, I believe insurance companies should cover that because it's a great thing. Honestly, I wouldn't have her without it. So, um, success there. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate that. Yeah, I do. I do get survivor's guilt. I've had friends pass from cancer, uh, actually recently, and it's tough. It's tough to read and hear about because I've been there. I mean, it got to the point with me where my mom and my grandmother were picking out caskets because they thought I wasn't gonna make it. And at the time, I was like, no, I felt like shit back then, but I didn't think I was ever gonna pass from it. But human anatomy and how we're able to survive there is it's incredible. Yeah, she's she's my little mini me. She's always smiling. We just had to put a helmet on her head. She's got a little flat spot on the back of her head, but she's my angel. She's my wife too, man. If you met my wife and kid, you just would love to talk to them for hours. They're my lifers for sure. I uh I love them dearly. So that was that's my story. I used to have hair, used to have spiky thick hair, and then it after my chemo when I was 17, my hair came back super thin, so I just shaved it. So thanks, George. I appreciate it. George, you have the one of the biggest hearts ever. Like I know people like judge and say that everybody that works with you is a shill and all that, but they just have no idea like how you are as a person. So like you are a very good human, seriously, and you brought a lot of I have almost every bottle in your house. Um, But you really, when I was on disability, I was starting to get into your fragrances, and it was a really good distraction and outlet. So that's why I love fragrances in general, because it's not only nostalgia for me, but like it's a really good distraction, and it keeps me sane. So in space, these people. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, the internet, man, is the internet's crazy. Um, I know a couple of us were talking about Ross earlier. I'm a big fan of that's how I actually got to know your fragrances was through him with his channel years ago. Um, if you ever want to do a live, thanks. I appreciate that. I might hit you up on that. This is my first one, so like earlier I was saying, I left my wife took my keys. I couldn't go to work. She's got both sets of keys, so I was like, let me do a live and just see how it goes. So, but no, I appreciate you, George. I appreciate you popping in. You're a great person, seriously. So, and if I'm ever down there by you in your neck of the woods or my old stomping grounds, and we can grab some lunch or something, it'd be awesome to meet you. But yeah, I definitely know. I grew up where you live, man. Those are my stomping grounds for sure. So it's really cool that it's a small world. Yes, thanks for sharing. Absolutely. I'll shoot you a Facebook message. I got you on Facebook. I'm part of the Zed Lounge and all that. I think we are friends on Facebook. So yeah, I'll definitely hit you up. I appreciate you, George. Seriously. Much love. What are we at, the 80-minute mark? What time is it? 1:21? I gotta eat lunch soon. See you, George. Take care, bud. So what's everybody wearing today? I got a couple more. I'll stay on a couple more minutes. I think we only got about 2 people in here, but I'll stay on for a couple more minutes and then I'll wrap this up because I got to eat some lunch. I got to put my kid's crib. I got to lower the mattress. I was actually in the process of doing that before I went live and I got frustrated. I was like, I'll do this later. But yeah, this was fun. I appreciate George stopping by. Extreme is smelling pretty good. Again, at opening, it's just it's my nose, man. We're not gonna like everything right away, but you know, it's still a great fragrance. Yeah, dude, for real. I wasn't expecting him to pop on, and then he sent me a super chat. I appreciate him. I love George. George is awesome. Brand Lamel Parfum. Nice. Okay. Yeah, man, have a good one. Yeah, we're probably going to wrap this up in a couple of minutes. I just, we're just shooting the breeze. Yeah, I never really told my story before. I mean, I've told you guys and stuff, so it's, the older I get, the more I do embrace it. You know, I did go through a lot, and, you know, my parents divorced when I was younger. You know, life ain't easy, man. Like, it's, until you actually like go through certain things, and it's like your perspective automatically changes. I've been pretty much like this since, again, I went through my stuff at 17, so I definitely smartened up and matured a bit, you know, so I try and I embrace what I went through, you know, the hardships. But it's moving forward, and it's business as usual. That's how I treat life. You know, it's business as usual. I don't go backwards because, you know, I'm not going that way. I'm going forward, and I keep that rear view mirror just to look at and go, remember where you came from, kind of thing. So life is a slice of humble pie, man. So, but yeah, we got 4 people in. Derek, what's for lunch today? I got leftovers I gotta eat. Thank God I got food home because I wasn't able to go out anywhere. Even though I could technically walk. But, dude, the weather here has been crazy. Crazy weather. The last week, it was like 80 degrees, and then we had snow less than 2 days later. I had gas station tacos. What? Hey, man. What brand is the gas station? You got Casey's by you? I got a Casey's down the street. I think that's a Midwest thing, though. You got 7-Eleven or something? I remember eating gas station food at one point. That's rough shit, man. But, you know, it's food. You gotta... Eating's for the living. These are pretty good, actually. Circle K. Okay, you got Circle K on there. All right, yeah. I think we got a bunch of them up here. Thank you to the prior by sold out coffee. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're probably going to wrap it up in a little bit. I believe this live will be posted. So, you can catch the whole thing. We're at 84 minutes. Wow. These are fun. I like doing this. It's fun when I have the time and I don't have to be quiet because my kid's room is right next door, and she's been sleeping in her bed lately. She's 8 months, so she's definitely starting to get like separation anxiety. So but yeah, we'll call it at the 1:30 mark. So we'll do an hour and a half. So that's like 5 minutes. Should I buy Viking cologne? I don't know. Should you? Again, that's the one I haven't smelled yet. So I would sample it, dude. Sample it because you may not like it. Ever with Extreme, you blind bought it and then you kind of, you know, how much is it? How much you get for it? Or what's the price? All right, well, if you can sleep on it at night with having the Extreme, that's good. It's like 160 on Aura. Aura's got some banging deals, man. Aura fragrance does not get talked about a lot. And I used to use it all the time before, and then I stopped. And then recently, I think not too long ago, you mentioned it, and I was like, yeah, I haven't been on there because their stock is kind of limited. But have you smelled Kenzo Ohm EDP? I think you would like it, Bluish. I have not. I actually have. Hold on, I'll be right back. I ended up blind buying this. This is the old Kenzo Pour Homme. It's the EDT. I think this is the one from the 80s because it smells very floral. Yeah, it's got that 80s kind of like fresh floral kind of smell. It's not bad, but this is the only Kenzo Ohm I have. I don't have like the newer version of it, but I do want to get my nose on the EDP because I heard it's like a leather aquatic. So, but yeah, this actually doesn't smell too bad in the air. I haven't sprayed this on skin in a year or two. You know what? It's not as bad as I thought it was. When I first got this in, I hated it. That's why there's not a big dent in it. But this is the original Kenzo Ohm. Again, this is like the first version of it. New Kenzo Ohm line smells totally. Yeah, this one I gotta sample it for sure. I heard really good things about it though. I might wear this tomorrow. Rasasi Fatan Pour Homme. It's a Terre d'Hermes cologne. Really good. Beast mode stuff. You can get this on Amazon. I got this on Amazon for like 16 bucks. About a month or two ago. I'm trying to think. What else do I got on here? Have you guys smelled Toomey 19 Degree? This is awesome. This is like Tom Ford Tuscan Leather with Aventus. It leans more towards Tuscan Leather, but it's got Aventus vibes in it. It's got a raspberry note. It's really, really good. Really fresh, but it is bold. I think I got this on eBay for like 90 bucks. But this is like Toomey's probably best fragrance. And that bottle is badass looking. It's a hefty bottle too. Yeah. This is good stuff. I might wear this one tomorrow. I don't know. I just kind of brought out a couple fragrances to to smell, but you know I like this one, Loewe 7 Cobalt. Nope, gotta check it. Yeah, man, get your nose on Toomey 19 Degree. It's really good. Is your Armagh better than Banana Republic Cypress Cedar? Armagh. Do you mean Rasasi? Do you mean this? Joe? Is it good for summer? I'm in Florida. Toomey 19 Degree. You can pull it off. It'll be a little cloying in the high heat, but just you should be fine with it. I'm sorry. I think this is a signature scent all year round type of stuff, but I would assume it would do okay in the high heat. So yeah, this I would say, actually, I have Cypress Cedar right here. I was actually going to do a video of 3 Terre d'Hermes alternatives, because this kind of has that Terre d'Hermes Abercrombie Fitch Away Tonight. I know it's a teeny bopper fragrance. It does not smell like anything youthful. It's Terre d'Hermes, but like sweeter citrus. I would say this is more earthy and a little bit more... The citrus is a little bit more cranked up. Cypress Cedar is a tad bit more powdery. This definitely lasts longer, though. This is a beast compared to this. But they do smell very similar. But this is more green and earthy a little bit. Safe blind buy if you love Terre d'Hermes, you'll like this. Just be aware, like right when you get it and you spray it, it is pretty harsh. Like for the first 15 minutes, it gives off like a floor cleaner kind of smell, very synthetic smelling. But then when it dries down, it's just like the woods come out and the earthiness. Because I think there's oak moss in here too. But yeah, it's definitely gotten better since I've purchased this. So for $15, this is a banger. So. Really getting into the Terre d'Hermes scent profile. I do like the earthy oak moss kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me getting older, but like the older I get, the more like, back I go with stuff like this, Safari for Men. But yeah. And then Boucheron Singulier, again, this is more mature type of barbershop stuff. Obsessed with Terre d'Hermes. The orange. Yeah, Wes, dude. Heavy bitter citrus on here. So, I believe, what are the notes on that? I forgot. Let me pull up the notes here. Fatan. Grapefruit, bergamot, pink pepper, vetiver, cedar, patchouli, lily of the valley, oak moss, benzoin, and amber. Yeah. Yeah, it's Terre d'Hermes all day. Longevity seems similar. Yeah. So, it's like that grapefruit and bergamot with the pink pepper gets a little harsh. But the cedar and the vetiver is just, it's really good. And then patchouli and oak moss come out. There's benzoin in here, but like I don't really get a lot of that. There's amber in it too, but I don't think it's warm. I think it's just there for maybe a little bit of a warmness. Yeah. Good stuff. Definitely a good springtime fragrance. You need to try out Pasha de Cartier EDT. Yes, I said that the other day. I think in my last fragrance rotation video, I said I need to. That also has been in my cart on Aura Fragrance because it's like $68, I think. So not as versatile, but smells more upscale. Yeah, I definitely want to. How's the longevity on there? Is the performance good on there? Because that's going to be one of my next purchases, I think. Because a lot of people have told me you need to get your nose on it. So I have the Parfum. I don't actually have the Parfum. I have like 2 samples of the Parfum. I have Parfum in Special Edition, which is like the same thing. Everyone now bitches the performance, but I get 6 to 7 hours is a fantastic performance for fragrances. Not everything has to be beast mode, dude. Like, so yeah, 6 to 7 hours. I agree, dude. That's the sweet spot for fragrances, because if you wear it at work, you're at work for what, 8 hours typically, depending on what you do. I wouldn't need anything that lasts longer, and if I wanted to last longer, I'll just take it with me. I have so many fragrances in my lunchbox that's in the kitchen. But Stone Cold, are you half Polish? I know there are a lot of Polish people in Chicago. I am. Funny you mentioned that. So I'm half Irish. My dad's side was very Irish. My mom's side was Polish. They have the olive dark Polish skin. I wasn't lucky to get, the darker. It's my skin's more pale. But my mom's side is Polish. And my wife, her and her whole family are more Polish. So, but yeah. I think Italian, Irish, and Polish, like, pretty much were most of immigrants in Chicago, I think. I knew it. I'm Polish. I'm darker, but maybe because I live in Florida. Yeah, probably. Yeah, dude. I turn like red and pink, but then it's like after a couple days, it'll get kind of I do get a little tan. I get a gold tan. I remember when I was in marching band in high school, we had band camp for a week, and it would always be the last week of July, and it would just be dog shit hot, it would be super hot, and I get burnt, but then it would, like, in the fall, I would get like gold, like I would have a nice tan. I'm definitely honky white right now, as you can see, so when it gets warmer out, I'm definitely going to be outside more. Don't overspray it at work. Yeah, you don't need a 6 to 7 hour fragrance. You don't need to overspray. And I have been going back to like smaller bottles. Like if you see the Banana Republic ones in like Burlington, get the 30 mLs for $12. If you have a big collection, you're not going to need any bigger than this. But I have been going for the smaller bottles. This one is good. The Cypress Cedar is good. It's a little bit more orange now that I'm smelling it. And the Rasasi is more earthy. So we got 4 people in. I'm going to wrap this up, guys. I know I said I was going to go 1:30. It's almost 1:40. I want to eat some lunch. Maybe I'll hop on later. I don't know. I got really nothing going on the rest of the day. My wife won't be home for a couple hours. So I kind of have the house to myself. It ended up working out. I was so mad. I was literally out the door. I had my jacket on. And I'm like, all right, we're going to have my coffee. And then I'm like, where are my keys? And then I texted I was like, you have my keys? She's like, I sure do. And she couldn't, drive them back. She's a teacher. So I was like, I'll just stay home. So good stream. Thanks, Michael. I appreciate it. This is fun. I do like hanging out with you guys and, talking shop and stuff. So, my life is kind of an open book. I mean, I'll talk about anything. Like I was talking about my music. I think that's where I was before George came in. I was talking about my music project, Bleeding Sun, which that's the album cover that we released September of 23, I believe. And basically, really quick, I wanted to explain that. The story behind that was my favorite band, Seven Dust. I joined a Patreon account back in 2021. The guitar player, Clint Lowry, he had a Patreon account. I joined it. With that came a Discord chat. And we were able to talk to him basically on a daily basis. And I'm proud to say that Clint Lowry is one of my closest friends. So I am deeply connected with the band Seven Dust, and I know all the guys, and they're awesome. Been my favorite band since high school. They've been around for about 30 years. They're not super popular, but they're playing with Disturbed right now, or they've been on the tour with Disturbed. They opened up for them. So, was I a good moderator? I didn't ban that Zaharov guy, but I was close. That guy seems sketchy. Are you joking? You talking about George? Or are you talking about that whatchamacallit? I forgot what the dude's name was. Oh. No, dude, you were great. I appreciate you. I told you a while ago, I was like, you're gonna be my moderator. So I'm gonna keep it to Derek for now. Until we start getting a lot of people, but yeah. But anyway, the Patreon thing, I was on Discord, and there was a thread of musical ideas and demos, and I had a drum track. During COVID, I taught myself how to record drums on an electric drum kit, and threw on like drum samples and stuff like that. So it was actually me playing, but it sounded professional. And I threw out a drum track, and the singer Brett from Bleeding Sun, he's like, hey man, can I riff on this? And I'm like, sure. Because I actually had a riff of a song. I placed guitar a little bit. I'm not good at it, but a bass riff I had, and he riffed on it, and snowball effect. We ended up getting Gabriel, the other guitar player who's 21. Kid's a monster guitar player, can shred. Like, go listen to Bleeding Sun. The album's called Metaphysical. It's on all the streaming platforms. Listen to it and tell me what you think, because I'm very proud of that project. That project saved me from a deep depression during that time, and I ended up meeting them up in Kansas 3 years ago in January. I drove 7 hours to Kansas, and we wrote and recorded basically half an album's worth. And then the year later, they came to my house here for a week and crashed here, and we ended up finishing the record, and did some songwriting and recording, and I did vocals on it. A lot of the songs have backup vocals for me. I'm not the lead singer, but I do, you'll hear me barking or screaming. But yeah, Bleeding Sun, guys, check that out if you can. There's a YouTube channel, Bleeding Sun Band, I think it's called. There's a ton of content on there. We haven't released any new music recently, so I'm always, sometimes I'll text and be like, hey, when are we releasing some music? Because we do have a couple newer songs that are recorded, but they need to be finished, and hopefully maybe this year or next year we'll finish that, because I'm very proud of that project. It's production-wise, it sounds amazing. We didn't record in a studio. We recorded everything in-house in my basement. Technology now with studio software allows you to be very hands-on and make everything sound like $1 million. And I'm proud to say that my band definitely sounds like, if we were around in the year 2000, we'd be massive, and I can proudly say that. So we do have that 2000s hard rock and metal type of sound. Seven Dust, a little bit of Tool, Breaking Benjamin, Disturbed, like all that stuff. Like those are our favorite bands that we grew up on. And now they're considered oldies. They're the oldies now, which is crazy. So, because some of these songs are 20, 30 years old. So, but yeah, Bleeding Sun, check that out. Let me know what you guys think of that, because I posted a drumming video of me doing some Limp Bizkit the other day. And that's the other thing. I have another cover band called New World Order. NU World Order, and we're using the NWO logo. So, like, I'm turning everything into like a wrestling gimmick, I feel like. But it's just fun. It's music and fragrances are my two biggest distractions, and I'm a huge fan. So, damn, we're going for it. We're almost going for 2 o'clock. We're doing a 2-hour live stream. Derek, what do you think? We should keep going, or should I wrap it up? I do have to eat, so maybe I'll wrap this up, because it's been going for a while. Hell yeah, man! For life. Yeah, man. John Cena turned heel recently, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's the biggest heel turn of the century." Nah, nothing will top Hulk Hogan turning heel and the NWO being formed. I was like 9 years old when that happened, and I was like, it was completely changed the wrestling business forever. And man, the Monday Night Wars, NWO, DX, and all that, man, that was the shit, dude. It's all your show, up to you. Yeah, you're not wrong, Derek. But yeah, we're with the cover band. It's a new metal cover band. So again, we cover Seven Dust and all the bands I just kind of mentioned, and we got a show coming up in May on the south side of Chicago. So I'm excited to get back on stage and jamming. So I'll try to share some of that here. I don't want to like make this channel music and fragrances, but like sometimes I like to have you guys check out like all the other stuff I'm into. So, but yeah, Bleeding Sun is, I mean, lyrically too, a lot of aggression. Like I kind of told my story a little bit through that music. Um, so if you get a chance, just check that out, Bleeding Sun. You'll probably see my head plastered all over Spotify and shit. So, but but yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. I appreciate everybody hanging out, and that was a really cool surprise. George came and popped in, so so yeah, I appreciate everybody. If you can, hit that like button if you haven't. Um, I'll make sure I schedule another live stream. I'm gonna try and do it once a week, maybe twice. I don't know, but I'll probably most likely do them on the weekends if you guys are good with that. Again, I know it's my channel, but I usually try to, get a consensus. What's a good time for everybody to hop on? Because, um, you know, you guys are technically the consumers of my brand. So, which is weird. I don't like calling it a brand, but it is my channel. And, I don't know. I just want to have fun, dude. I know that like the fragrance community in general, and we'll talk about that at a later date. There's a lot of drama, dude, and it's just like there's certain content creators that I'm not going to name names, but like they're older, they've been around for like 15 years, and they're so damn butthurt about everything now. And it's like they're attacking a lot of these content creators, and it's like, dude, YouTube provides an algorithm for people to make money. Like, so if people are selling bottles and shit like that, like, who cares? Let them. You won't see me getting any affiliate links or anything like that. Mostly because I don't even know how to go about that shit. So, and I'm not gonna sell a fragrance and tell you, you need to buy this, go out and get, it's stuff that I've collected over the years that I just want to talk about. So, if I get offered a ton of money, will I take it? I don't know, maybe, but like it's not gonna make me and my personality different. You know what I mean? Like I'm still gonna be me. So, but anywho, we'll talk about all like the fragcom like drama and shit that I see, because it's like I don't go like searching for it, but like sometimes it's just like you'll see someone say something, you're like, what the fuck, dude? Like just let people do whatever they want. Like they're not hurting anybody. If you don't like them, don't watch them, So, anywho, I'm going to get off this. I need to eat. I'm getting a little, not hangry, but it's 2:00 and I got to put this crib back together. So, I appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. I don't know when I'll come out with another video. Probably sometime this weekend. Maybe I'll do another video. But yeah, I'm trying to keep my videos fresh and trying to come up with, a couple new topics and stuff, but it's, I don't want to oversaturate, talk about everything. Not everything's going to be a list video. So, but anyway, everyone have a great day, and I'll catch you guys on the next video, and I'll keep you guys posted on the next stream. And I have to say this because this is how I end all my videos. You know the drill. Like, comment, and subscribe. What? And that's the bottom line. What? Because Stone Cologne said so. Take care, guys. See you later. How the frick do I end this thing? Here we go. All right. Take care, guys.